It's that time of season again. The contract signings are here, and we've got some big decisions to make. I'm obviously looking at the squad. A few people have got um, pretty much some essential contracts. Rabada, surprisingly, getting another one. Peter, Duplessis got one. Vujon and DeVos. So it gives us a wee bit of budget to work with. We'll have a look at those youth players in a moment, see if they are going to be up to scratch. Sharky's only going to be available 35% of the season. We have to move Sharky on, unfortunately. Great season he had last season, but moved on. Dezorzi will be moved on as well. Love didn't really perform the way I wanted him to, but yes, never know. Do you give him a punt and see if he comes right? Ferreira was an interesting case. We just probably need still another decent quality all-rounder. I'll probably move him on. Van Rensburg. Gonna give Van Rensburg an opportunity here for a 3-year contract. That's good value for that price. Did like the way Kawenda went last season with the ball, so we'll definitely retain a spot and be a 3-year contract. So definitely happy with that. Eugene Hudson's a bit of an interesting one. How did he go last season? Some good numbers there. So Eugene Hudson, 3-year contract as well. Got to lock in there some of our better players. I think we moved the rest on. I think, although Alexo Erasmus did sort of do probably enough to probably keep their spot. Pretty tough one though. I'm gonna move them on. We're gonna take the chance. We're gonna have a wee look at some of these other players now. So we've got Lois Rhodes. So Lois Rhodes' career. We have a look at the bowling aspect. Five wickets in the bag, 6 for 48. There, 1 day is 3 for 43, and 20 over stuff 3 for 15. Economy, so interesting enough. 19. I'm gonna move them on effectively. Gonna have to look at an overseas player straight away. So I'm pretty much being ruthless. We're gonna try and sign some really good quality players. You guys will be back shortly with our first lot of signings. This was incredibly tough. We've been looking for ages. It's just not quite the blend that I'm kind of looking for some of the players. But we are going to start off by getting a 1-year contract back to Tony Dezorzai. Like, obviously, 35 years of age. Was handy in patches last season. Will be around for both bulk of the season. 250s, 132. That's okay. 20 over stuff was okay as well. Obviously, that was mostly for the franchise. Cricket, so we'll get them back for a 1-year deal. Gonna go for the experience of Ethan Bosch. Those are really respectful numbers. Last year was relatively solid year for Ethan. So we're hoping that all that experience just gives us another pretty much all-rounder in that squad to go with Van Rensburg and Haywood. They're who both proved to be relatively reasonable quality for us. And the final signing was an overseas player, and like I don't know how long Shraddhan Surfi is going to be around. He's Afghanistan. He's only 71% available, so he could be out for most of the season. But we are going to get a reserve player just in case. I think overseas wise, which is not a bad move. But yeah, good credentials. 2750s, 500 over 41, highest score of 197, 2450s, 400s, highest score of 125 over 35, that's okay, and 850s, 200s, good strike rate and 20 over stuff. So we'll see if we get those 3 players. Really important to get these guys. We do get them, so that adds a wee bit to our squad. We'll see what else we can pick up very shortly. Okay, so we've scoured a wee bit, and we are going to try and pick up just a reserve overseas player and Kevin Ferreira. All-round opener, 1950s, 300s, average 39, high score 216, 550s, 100, average of 26 in 1 dayers, and okay in 20 over cricket. Bowling, just handy to have as a bowler, really, as a reserve sort of overseas player there as well. Yeah, like I said, the quality is really hard to pick up. We are going to try and we're going to try and get Vernon Craven just propped up out of nowhere, and those are really good stats and very good strike rate throughout, so it would be an amazing addition to our team. I've overbidded, so we put 680,000. Cape and Province are really trying to get him as well, and we've picked up a bolt. We're going for a bowler too, because we obviously get a few players picked for South Africa. Danny Swanepoel Obviously plays for South Africa as well. It's got some reasonable numbers. Obviously domestic cricket we're sort of the more interested in, and that's some good numbers. Effectively first class, average of 29.4. So I'm really happy with that if I can get it. Craven we've got excellent. And got them all brilliant. So we've got a wee bit of budget left to get one more player or two. Let's see what else we can pick up here. So what we're trying to do is up our budgets for everything so the program gets full coaching, full physios as well. I've gone for a young player in VJ Droz, so reasonable numbers across the board. So you're going to keep an eye on his stats here. 1150s, 300s, average of 38, high score of 160. It's one day that I'm interested in. 53.17. The average 1150s, 200s there, and the 20 over stuff was reasonably solid as well. So we'll be getting a go in the club, and that will be our squad for the season. So we've effectively done a really reasonable job picking up some players. Like Craven was a big pickup to Zorzi. Got some really good solid batting at the top of the order now. So yeah, really, really happy. Like we've got a good core of young players that are starting to build up quite nicely. And yeah, nice pickup of Swanepoel too, I felt too. Like that adds a bit to our bowling. A lot of experience there too. Plays all around the world. And Bosch as well. Bosch will add a bit to the bowling unit as well. So I'm really happy with that. You guys will join us pretty much. We'll play the first two games of the season. Then we'll have a 3-game special. So join us for that. Smash the like button, share with a friend, and we'll see you next time for more Central Gauteng cricket.